such a crazy stretch. One that you had kind of mentioned before it started. 4 games in about a week and a half on the road. It's got to be nice to finally get back home and get back kind of into the groove of things a little bit, and maybe get a little time between a couple of games there to where you can work with some things.
We need to get time to get ready for final exams, and they're in the middle of finals week right now, and 4 games in a week and a half would have been nice compared to our schedule. We actually played 7 games in about 15 days, and so it was a busy schedule, a lot of travel. Told some people we traveled more than an Amazon delivery truck sometimes, but the girls did awesome in handling those short preparations. They did a great job in sometimes mental preparation or physical preparation. We played some really good teams. We're in a good spot. We've got some things that we did well, but we've got several things that we're going to get back on the court and work on getting better at.
What do you think are some things you learned about your team in this 4-game stretch?
Yeah, we got to rebound. We just got to rebound. Like we're giving up. We're in ball games against really good teams, but we're giving up way too many second chance points, and we're not getting enough production at the rim. And so we can't continue to bust our tail on defense and then not get a defensive rebound. And so we've got to do a better job on the boards on both ends.
I was going to mention how if you look at the map of how much you all travel, it's probably lines going everywhere. But for the style that you all play, running and gunning up at the court, playing that many games in that short amount of time, it could have probably took a toll on the team, I would say.
On the surface, it might appear that way, but we play a lot of players, and we play deep on the bench, and so that helps. And then we do a lot of preseason training and work to get in condition to play that way. And so, I think we really worked on making sure we were mentally prepared so that we were physically able to get on the court and play that way. And they did a good job. There's things that we've got to get better at doing. I didn't know where Cedar City, Utah was, and now we not only have we been there, we've flown over it the second time. So I know where Cedar City, Utah is now.
This is a nice little pocket before you get into conference though now, because this last month of December, it's mostly home. I know there's Missouri State, there's a little bit of travel, but for the most part you're home. Do you like kind of having that as you get this final stretch before conference, you kind of get to settle in and get a little groove going on?
Well, we wanted the challenges that we got early in the season. We wanted to get out there and play some really tough teams, and we got some tough ones. Ball State's coming in there on Sunday. They're top of the MAC. They were last year. They're going to be up there again this year. And then we have Abilene Christian coming in here. And then we go on the road and play Nevada and Missouri State at Missouri State. And so we've got all 4 of those teams are really, really good and competitive in their conferences. So we're glad that we're not playing 3 games in 4 days all the time. But we're also glad that we get a chance to get back and clean up and sharpen up some of the things that we need to do.
You mentioned the rebound and everything. I think one thing that's come out of this stretch, even before, unfortunately, the Caitlin misses the game with concussion, but it allowed the depth to kind of step in there. And it seems like she's been playing really well. In a way, you never like to see injury, but in a way, the next person kind of stepped up. And I think you saw some good things from the post as they continue to grow.
Odie has absolutely stepped up defensively. She's hit some shots in some games for us that we needed. But Aaliyah Pitts has also improved her rebounding as well. Karis Allen's gotten some more boards, but it's just not enough yet. We've got to do a better job of limiting the other team's offensive rebounds, and that's what we really got to get to work.
You played against 3 Power 5 teams, some ranked teams in there. This team does have veteran presence on it, but at the same time, there's a lot of young players on the team as well. When you go up against teams like that in the Power 5 and in the rankings, do you feel like even though that they were losses, that they helped you all learn about this team as we've gone also?
I feel like the majority of the teams that we've played, win or loss, it's helped us to get better. We keep asking ourselves in huddles at the end of the week, are we better than we were at the beginning of the week? Are we better than we were at the previous week? And the answer's always been a resounding yes. And so nobody really cares if you're younger than your opponent. Nobody cares if you're injured, or nobody cares if you're a Power 5. It doesn't matter. You're out there to play and to win, and we expect to compete and win those games. That's what we're playing for. And so we wanted those challenges. We came up short in a couple of them that we wanted to be successful in, but that's why we're back in here and getting back at it.
You mentioned Ball State. This has turned into a good little non-conference rivalry. Your 2 programs that seem to play each other, have played each other a lot, particularly in the last 10, 15 years.
Right.
And like you said, they're a team that's had success in the MAC. it's another good measuring stick, and a really good measuring stick that maybe a lot of people don't realize how good they are.
No, they're in a very good conference, and they're leading. They had a shot at winning the MAC last year, and Toledo was a really good team. Who won the MAC last year, went to the NCAA tournament, but Ball State was right there, and so we've had some really good battles with them. It's been a tough place to win at Muncie, and we're going to try to make sure Diddle Arena is a tough place for them to win back here.
Anything else?